Yeah, good afternoon. It's Jim from JAGfx.com. It is Saturday, the 22nd of August 2020. This is a weekly analysis video where I go through all of the daily charts where I'm trading the high probability trading method. So we'll have a look at every pair I'm trading. So let's get the ball rolling. It was in lockdown here, so it's all pretty boring. Now, this here you may want to take a screenshot, or I'll show it at the end also. Or you can pause the video and just read this. Gives you an idea what all the different colours mean and what the lines, etc. and the indicator. Just gives you a brief overview, but I do go through most of it in the video anyway. But if you just want to have a look, that's good. Now, there's one question I've been getting a lot of. I think there's been some issues with access to the trade results spreadsheets. Now, I think it was a Google problem from what I gather. So this is the Facebook group. What have I done there? What have I done? This is the Facebook group for JAGfx. Everyone's more than welcome to join that. And on the left here, you'll see files. Now, if you read Christina's top announcement, it's a pinned post. It tells you just click on that and you can read all that. It tells you to check the files tab, all right? So we'll come over here, I just want to clarify this, make sure it's all there. So you come in here, here's a big list. This has been added by another member, it's not mine, so disregard that one. So all you do is scroll down the list a bit and hopefully you'll see something called JAGfx trade results. That's what you're looking for. Click on that. It'll take you to this document. So we've got the daily results can be found here and the 12-hour charts can be found there. All right, so just click on that and hopefully it'll open there's the spreadsheet. So this is the daily, yep. And I'm just waiting for the second sheet to come up. So, I'm in. So there's the overall balance of the account, profit. There's a sheet. So if you want to go into the hedging part of things, just go into the second sheet. It's down the bottom, it's out of the view, but it's called Daily Hedging Calculator. You just pick any pair you want. So you can just go in and say, what have we got? A few Aussie, we've got a few pairs on going. On the drop down menu, it'll give you the information eventually when it populates on the Aussie. I'm pretty sure I had trades on, but who knows. All right, so you got that one. And the 12-hour one's in there too. So there's both spreadsheets are there at the moment. So there's a 12-hour sheet, same deal as the daily. All right, let's go back to the charts. All right, this is Trading View. This is my daily charts. This is my daily watch list on the right. Here's all the pairs I'm currently trading. Now, keep in mind, if they're highlighted in blue, means there's open trades. No highlight, no trades. In the pink or ready colour means I'm looking at something possibly on Monday because it's the weekend, so when the market opens I'll be doing something on them. So let's go through the pairs. Now I keep notes on the chart. If I talk too quick or you don't understand me, English is not your first language, etc., just pause the video and read my notes. Or slow the video down or speed it up if I talk too slow for you and I'm too boring. So normally I keep pretty good notes. S1 means sequence 1, S2 means sequence 2 and so on. So sequence 2, sequence 1. I'm in the old hedge type setups, which I'm trying to get rid of out of my daily charts. As most of you know, if you've been following me for the last few weeks, I'm slowly working my way out of those hedge. I'll only take hedge trades when I think it presents itself as a good opportunity to do so. So I'm clearing a lot of these old ones. In the meantime, I'm concentrating more on the more recent trades. So in this case, sequence 2 was a buy in here. Hard to see because this thing's been going sideways like a few of the Aussie pairs. So there's a buy in here, it's going against me. I've got a stop in place, which is a red dotted line for the buy, and these yellow lines are overall break-even levels. So we've got two, one for the sequence 1 break-even at that level, and an overall break-even for all trades. So sequence 2 is a 6.9, sorry, sequence 1 overall break-even's at 6.9. 870. I don't even know why I've got that line there. It's wrong completely. I'm on the daily chart, aren't I? Yeah, talking to myself. 69411. So I'll have to fix up those yellow lines. I don't know why they're in the wrong place. Oh, geez, good start, eh? All right, let's move on. I'll make note of that. Aussie Swiss. All right. Aussie Japanese yen. You'll see blue lines like this on my charts. Big resistance level. You can see my notes there. That's all it is. Look, you can see it's come up, close, come up, come up, come up, and stuck there. And my stop was above it, and the sell from here. And I've had a couple of digs at buys. So I've had a buy in here. I think it might have been, I'm not sure. I've had one buy and I lost $2 on it, so not too bad. Yeah, and I've taken a second buy in here, and I ignored these two signals because I just knew this, well, I didn't know. I thought this resistance level would hold, and it has at the moment, and we're heading down towards my stop on the buy. So I've recovered that $2, and I'm now, hopefully this sell will keep on coming down now. It's a high risk. You can read my notes there. Aussie New Zealand in a sell here, went against me, was coming good on Friday, starting to head down. So there's a stop in place up there. Here's my sell in here, went up, now coming down. This level here is a big number, green, 1.0000 parity. You can see price come to it and just bounce straight off it. Big resistance levels, yeah, look at that. This goes across there, dang, bang, bang, and I've just extended across the chart just so you can see it, that's all. So if price comes down to that level there, sort of thing, I'd look at maybe closing half, depending on where the MACD Platinum is. Aussie USD, another one I had a bit of faith that this level here at hold. We've got big regular bearish divergence. It's the red lines. Any bullish divergence is green lines. So that the red ones are bearish. You can read the notes there. I'm in an old sequence, sequence 1, in another sequence here, sequence 2, which is just a buy, and the stop for that is at, you can see the stop level is just below price at the moment, so I'm locking in a bit of profit there. And this sell here, again, I ignored this buy trade other than being a part of sequence 1 because I thought I could have got out of my sell, but I thought this level would hold, and it has so far, so we're looking all right. So that's the Aussie. Just tidy things up as I'm going. CAD Swiss, now this is one of my problem pairs. I've got these 5 trades, buy trades over here. I haven't drawn the horizontal lines in there, so just ignore that, but they're 5, that's them mentioned here, so they're basically sequence 1. I'll let it get away from me, but now I'm paying the price. But the good thing is, like I always say, the positive swap. So I'm not losing any money on the overnight interest on these. I'm actually making money. So I can just leave them open as long as I've got margin that to cover them, which I have. So no dramas. We've got break-even levels up here. In the meantime, I'm concentrating on sequence 2, which is getting a little bit messy. But we're getting there slowly. It's a grind on this pair. It's normally a slow-moving pair. Other than the COVID moves, this generally is a slow mover. So I'm just trying to work my way out, add to my profits down here, and work the right-hand side of the chart. So currently the sequence 2 is a lot of trades. It's got very messy. I don't know why, because it seems to have done some decent moves. I must be just getting close to these break-even levels and not quite getting to them. But yeah, I'll just keep on working it. CAD yen, or Canadian dollar, Japanese yen. What are we doing here? So this green dotted line is the 80-cent level, as you can see by my notes there. And we're in a sequence 1, we're in a buy here, and it's got a stop just below these lows, which has got close a couple of times. And sequence 2 is a sell, and that's got a stop up there. So we've got the 2 trades. These previous grey lines were buys I've taken previously, and I lost on them. So I lost 26 on the first one and $50 on the second one. Now, hopefully I've made a bit of money on this buy, and I've got a stop in place locking a bit more profit, so it'll take away some of those losses there. Just something, I don't know why I'm keeping track of it, but now we're in sell mode anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Overall break even for both trades is up here above price, and because we're net negative, overall break even, as long as price remains below that yellow line, we're in profit for both trades. So that's good. Euro Aussie. Now this was discussed in the Facebook group before, and I said it's been going sideways for a month. I mean, look at this COVID, up, down. So I'm in an old sequence 1 here is a sell, and it's got a stop in place. There's a stop. So that's sweet. That one there's sweet. locking, that's where the entry was up there, locking in lots of profit, which is good. In the meantime, got myself stuck in sequence 2 here, which is this sequence of trades here, trying to work my way out of. And since then, I've taken a sequence 3 when I've put the traditional stop in place, which is at the same level or close to the same level as my sequence 1, and it's just going sideways. So the sell was in here, and look at this. That's just, there's about 20 trading days there, which is a month. Now, well, Euro CAD. Right, one that's actually looking good. Sequence 1, sequence 2. Sequence 2 is at the standalone trade, and it's taken some profit off the table already, and also got a stop in place near my entry level. So that's sweet. That one's good. Sequence 1 is one of these old sequences where I'm going to clear. Hopefully, we're close to the overall break even now. Come Monday, Tuesday, I'll start watching that and seeing what my overnight interest rates are, and consider closing these trades out once they get down. The good thing is we've got a nice red dot on the MACD Platinum come Monday, so that signifies that they're possibly heading down further. So if we can get down a little bit further, so we get down amongst these blue lines here, we can start looking at maybe keeping, say, one of these trades open, a sell trade open, or a partial sell still open to make more money on the downside if that happens. So there's get a little bit creative. Euro pound, no trades on at the moment. This thing's going a little bit sideways. I lost on my first buy trade, which was on this one here. Decided to close it. Now probably regretting that. Probably should have. No, that wasn't there previously. That green level is the 90-cent level, so it's a round number, and as you can see, price sort of bounces around a bit, big round number. And nothing happened at the moment, so looking for a possible second buy, try and take some of that loss, offset some of that loss. Euro yen, no, it's all right. And a buy back here, which is good. Got a stop in place for that buy up here, so we're locking in good profit. And took a sell here on this grey line. It was a loser of 46, took a second sell on here. I think that was a break of a trend line or something. Yeah, I would have had a trend line up there and it broke it, and I took a loss on that also of 49. So I've lost a bid on the sell side, and this is my third attempt at the moment. Got a stop in place, got regular bearish divergence, you can see it, there's plenty of it. And it's coming down, starting to come down nicely now towards the stop on the buy. Broken this trend line I've drawn through here, just a basic trend line, so it's looking all right. The Euro yen. Euro New Zealand is a highlighted pink because there's a red dot on the QMP for Monday. So let's have a look at this, what we're thinking on Monday. MACD Platinum's above the 0 level, so looking for sells. Already had one go at it and lost $64. Now, the second grey vertical line was drawn because there was a new red dot on the MACD Platinum, so I'm looking for a second sell. Now the sell's here, so on Monday this will be a sell at this level, and there'll be a stop up in this sort of area up here and this level. We've got regular divergence there again. So we had divergence here, we had what do you call it? I'm having a brain fade here. Hidden bearish divergence there, and now we've got regular bearish divergence. So we've got two divergences in a row, which I like, two different ones, both bearish, so I'll take that sell on Monday. It's a slightly higher risk trade. As you can see, the MAs are starting to spread. That's the 50, the 100 and the 240. They're starting to spread the upside, but I'll take that sell on Monday with a stop in place. All right, Euro USD, now in a buy here, which is good. Got a stop in place there, which is good, so we're locking in profit there. Nice. Took a sell in here, and this thing's gone against me, gone against me, gone against me. Again, divergence followed by more divergence. I stayed in this sell because I was this thing price was such a long way away from the MAs. Even if it continued up, it's not going to, either price comes back to the MAs or the MAs go to price. So now it's starting to fall down. We're back at the entry level. There's a new sell signal Monday. It's not something I'll take. I'm already in it from here. So the sell, I'm already in the sell. In the meantime, there's been a buy, which would have been a valid signal just. The MACD Platinum's just below the 0 level, but the price didn't come back to the MAs enough, nowhere near enough for my liking. So that was ignored. I took a bit of a chance, just left my stop in place, and it's rolled over nicely. So it might prove worthwhile. Now to these pound pairs. Let's start with a pound Aussie. This one's not too obvious. I'm not in any trades at the moment. Took a couple of losses on this sell and this sell. See, we've got the regular divergence, and we've got, this. Now we've got a resistance level, and now there's a new red dot on the MACD Platinum. So I will probably looking at taking another sell if I get a red QMP dot. I like this if I get a sell because of divergences. This is a good resistance level. I've already had a couple of goes at it. 1, 2. This will be a third one if it presents. I've lost 2 trades on it. Not big losses considering this pair moves a fair bit. And look at this yellow line. That's how far this thing's been above the MACD Platinum 0 level. That's a long time, since the middle of June. That's a long time above the 0 level on the MACD Platinum. So it's going to have to break. So you can see this here, it's a long time below it, and eventually it gets up over it. It's going a bit sideways. This COVID has just upset all the charts, but that's just part of trading. Nothing to do about it. Now let's have a look at these pound pairs. There's a bit of a pattern there which you'd rarely see. Not like this anyway. And what I'm looking at here, this is probably a good example. Where my cursor is now, we had that big bullish candle. I'll just make it a bit bigger here. So we had a big bullish candle here. With the same size candle, bearish. So that's 2 days in a row. Then the third day, big bullish candle. And you think, well, that's pretty good. It's got to go up. And look at Friday, big bearish candle. You rarely see bull, bear like that. That would just do your head in. Well, it is doing my head in because I'm in a buy here, which is going the wrong way. And it's highlighted in pink because there is a red QMP dot, which is a sell. It's not a valid sell signal, but what I'm going to do, I've got a stop in place. I've got protection there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a hedge sell. The reason I'm taking the hedge sell is because my initial entry was on hidden bullish divergence. So my buy here, see hidden bullish divergence, we've got higher lows on price and lower lows on the MACD Platinum. So price has gone up, MACD Platinum's gone down. The MACD Platinum's an oscillator, 0 lag MACD. So, and it's below the 0 level. So I'm going to take, I'll remove the stop. I'll take a sell, which will lock in a loss between these two roughly. Then I'll look for another buy signal because the MACD Platinum's still below the 0 level. So I'll look for another buy signal. So that's the plan for the pound CAD on Monday. Pound Swiss is going nowhere fast. Again, it's been above the 0 level on the MACD Platinum, going sideways. What are we looking at here? First sell, a loss. Second sell, a loss. So I had a loss on this sell. Don't know what's there. Should be there. Made a few errors. And I took a loss on this sell also. So a couple of smallish losses on the pound Swiss. Looking for a possible third setup. Pound yen. And a buy here. Stop in place there, which is good. So sequence 1, sweet. That's good. Sequence 2 is a sell here. It's gone against me, and there's a stop in place there. Divergence, had this sort of double top, and it's sort of holding, and we're now back near the entry level. So it's looking all right. Overall break even for both trades is up here, again because it's negative, net negative. As long as price remains below that yellow line, both trades are in profit. Pound New Zealand, big problem pair. This thing is just give me a headache. Anyway, we're getting closer every day. Let's have a look. We're in multiple sequences here. Sequence 1, sequence 2, sequence 3, as you can see where they start. Been in them a long time, since January, so the whole year nearly, well, it's late January. This big yellow solid line is my overall break even. I just want to get to that. Get close a few times. Anyway, my last trade was a sell here. And it looked pretty good to me because I said that's a good sell because the MACD Platinum is a long way above the 0 level. You can see it's a long way above. And look at price gone straight up still. MACD Platinum's going down. So there's big regular bearish divergence there, and it's still going up, and there still hasn't been a green QMP filter dot here, so that sell signal is still valid. So I've drawn this trend line across the lows here, and on Friday we had a big, like a few of the pound pairs, we had this big bearish candle. So what I'm looking to do is hopefully Monday, if this continues down, we'll get a clear break of that trend line there, and on Tuesday, if it still looks a good setup, I might consider taking another sell and try and hurry this up and try and get this overall break-even level up higher. You know, I've made a bit of profit on this pair, so I've locked in a fair bit of profit, so it's not too bad. And that's all based on 0.02 of a base lot, so I'm slowly adding to the profit, trying to work my way out. And the good thing is price is now amongst all these trades, so I can get a little bit creative. So I can get a new sell signal. I might have a look at maybe closing one of these buy trades down here, depending on what the sequence is going like. So it adds to the profit and takes away my risk. Pound USD, here's another good example of the candles pattern I was talking about previously. There's a big bullish candle, big bearish candle, big bullish candle, big bearish candle. Very unusual pattern to see on a daily chart. It just shows there's uncertainty, or there's news pushing something, or something's happened each day there that's caused that. So anyway, I'm in a buy here, which is great because I've got a stop and place there, so I'm locking in nice profit. Took a sell here based on the divergence. You can see my notes here. It's a higher risk trade, and it was a new buy signal here, which is not a valid one. It's not one I'll take anyways. Price is too far away from MAs. I didn't close my sell trade. I was thinking this. Oops, sorry about that. I was thinking this high would hold, and it looks like it has now. And my stop's in place. There's a new sell signal on Monday. Now, if you're not in this trade already with sell, it might be worth having a look at a possible sell on the daily there. Look, I just can't see another bullish candle. That would just blow my mind. No. But I don't know that. You know, you don't know which price is always right, so it doesn't really matter what I think. But to me, there's a sell there. If you're not in this trade already, there's good regular divergence. There's been regular divergence for a bit, and even though the MACD platinum's at the zero level, it doesn't really matter with divergence as long as one side of it's above in the correct position. In this case, it's this side. So yeah, but I'm not taking it because I'm already in one. New Zealand CAD. This thing's fallen off a bit of a cliff lately, and it's still going down. I've drawn my lines and getting ready for possible divergence there. Nothing happening at the moment. It's a pair I don't mind trading. It's boring at the moment, just waiting on possible buy setup. New Zealand Japanese yen. This is one I did hedge recently. Not sure what that's line is for. Yeah, I'm just reading my notes. I did hedge it. I took a buy in here, and oh, that's right. That's why that line's there. I took a buy in here. Then I had a stop and place down here somewhere, and when that sell presented, I removed the stop and took the hedge sell. Now the reason I took that is because the initial buy entry was here, was based on hidden bullish divergence. So that's why I've drawn that line there. So this has remained underneath the zero level in the MACD platinum the whole time, so I'm happy to try and work my way out of this sequence. My second, now looking for a new buy signal, and I'll go in with a bigger position size. So I am still hedging occasionally on the daily charts, not every pair like I was previously, because I know there's some people can't hedge, or some people decline to hedge, which I understand. I've got no problems with that, but there are other people that do like the hedging, so I'm trying to mix it up a little bit. New Zealand USD, this is an old sequence back here, which is not going anywhere fast. I'm just trying to work my way out of it. In the meantime, I'm concentrating the right hand side of the chart, and I've got a buy here, which is going against me. The New Zealand pairs had a big move on, I think it was Thursday or Wednesday. Not sure why, as did the Swiss franc trades pairs. But in the meantime, I've got to stop and place here. It come close to it, didn't touch it, and hopefully it might go up or below the zero level in the MACD platinum. USD CAD, a couple of sequences, old, don't know why that's over here, should be there. Sequence 1 is a buy, starting there. Sequence 2 is safe. It's a sell. You can read my notes, and I've moved my stop down to here, so the sell was there. Closed half, I think, and my stop's in place down there. And first buy trade, not sure where it was, might have been on this candle here. It was a loss of $42, so looking for another buy. Trend line here, yeah, it's got regular bullish divergence. The MA is a little bit hard to see, but they're starting to turn down. It's been a tough pair to trade. I dislike the USD CAD immensely. Once I clear this and I want to get in profit overall, doesn't matter if it's zero, I'm removing it from my watch list. As I'm removing this pair, USD Swiss franc, this has been giving me grief. As you can see, I'm in lots of trades here, all on the wrong side. Price is not getting up into this area where I want. Meanwhile, it's just been grinding down. I've had divergence, and trying to get up. I thought there's this big bullish candle here was a shining light and got me all excited. But then Thursday we had this big bearish candle. Now Friday we're starting to head back up again. So it's just messing with my mind. You can pause the video, read the notes there. There's lots of sequences. The only one I'm safe in is sequence 4, which is a sell from up here somewhere, and there's a stop and play. So that one's sweet. It's these other 3 here, sequence 1, 2, and 3. In a world of pain, my break-evens are all up here. My overall break-evens all the way up there. So in the meantime, you can see my profit to date. I'm just chipping away, adding to that. So eventually I can start looking at trades that may be giving me grief that I can't get out of. If I get this down to $0 by closing trades, losing trades, I don't care, that's just the way it is. That's why I keep track of the profit on each pair. I like to sort of, I guess, balance the books. But like I always say, you look at the big picture in a way. Let's have a look at the USD Japanese yen. This was one I was in a sell. I probably closed a little bit prematurely. We've got this big bullish candle, and we had a bit of a bearish candle. I closed it in here, so I closed it pretty close to break even. I lost $2 on that sell trade. No big deal. I don't mind trading the USD Japanese yen, so it's a pair I like, so it's just not doing it for me at the moment. That's all. No dramas. But if you look left here, you get some good signals on it. Even during the COVID, it wasn't too bad. So it's a slow grinder at times, but it's reliable. And it's the USD Japanese yen. Okay, that's it for the charts. I'll just bring that up again in case you were wondering what some of the lines meant or the colours meant. Just gives you a brief overview of everything there. Take a screenshot or pause the video and you can have a read. It's pretty straightforward. Once again, thanks everyone for watching the videos. If you do like the video, please hit the subscribe button, or if nothing else, hit the like button. That'd be greatly appreciated. And like I said, everyone's more than welcome to join the Facebook group or the Telegram channels. More than welcome. If you've got any questions or you want to post any screenshots or trade setups, it doesn't necessarily have to be my stuff. It could be your own. If you just want some opinions or thoughts, or want to discuss trading ideas, happy to do so. If you can either email me, post in the Facebook group, Telegram, private message me, whatever. Doesn't worry me. All good. So that's it. In lockdown, boring Saturday, I might watch some sport, drink some beer, and just talk to myself for the rest of the day. All right, thanks guys. Have a good weekend. Stay safe wherever you may be. Cheers.